you know, we're gonna make it happen, you know. And the question is, how gang are you? You know what I'm saying? How gang are you? That's the real question. Okay? How gang are you? Because, when you look at this situation, when I look at the situation with Jay Prince, Mob Ties, Offset, the biggest issue I have is, why is it? This is one reason I gotta say. That's why a lot of youngsters out here don't respect a lot of OGs and individuals out here that feel that, you know, they bout it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? They the one, they the realest, you know, especially with the Jay Prince situation. Like I said, I don't know that brother personally. I don't know any of the people, associated with Mob Ties or, Migos. But from what I could see was being put out here on social media for an individual to call himself, you know what I'm saying, someone that's been around for a long period of time, have a lot of experience. He put out books, you know what I'm saying, and really, look to be a real stand-up individual out here about whatever he stand on. For you send that message to Offset the way you sent it, I'm kind of confused. Because if you really about that life, from what I was always told, man, you don't necessarily have to speak on everything on social media. And from what I could see, Offset, from what I can notice, what I was able to research on, he never publicly came out and said anything negative. So for that message to be sent the way it's sent, and for you to be who you say you are, I'm talking about Jay Prince, it just look real questionable out there, man. And like I said, I'm not coming at any individual. I'm just based on the information that's put out there. You know what I mean? I don't know any of these brothers personally or their situation or what's going on, but I just feel like, you know, you don't necessarily have to speak on every situation that you encounter, you know, especially if you really about that life out there. You know what I mean? You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? What's understood is what's understood. Do you feel me? So that's my whole thing about it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into that, and and just really looking at that situation from the standpoint of, how can you consider yourself, what I'm saying, a real individual out here about that life, that whatever you claiming, what I'm saying, good or bad, negative, how you really about that life when you speaking on some situations where you can incriminate yourself, huh? Because when you put it on these public platforms, all this information can be recorded. All this information you speaking on, depending on the situation, can be brought up in court. So my whole thing is, you know, what's the point of putting out anything negative where it can come back and tie you into something? Possibility. It could be a possibility to tie you into something when you don't have to do that. Because if you're a real boss, you know what I'm saying? You really out here doing what you say you do. Why you have to put it on these platforms, these social media platforms? What's understood is what's understood. And what need to be dealt with should be getting dealt with. Especially when you got an open Fed case, you know what I'm saying? Or at least an open case. I don't know if it's federal, I have no idea. We talk about, the takeoff, being killed. That case is still not being solved. It's not solved yet. It's an open case, right? So why speak on it? Especially, for Jay Prince to being the individual that he is, the reputation that he has, at least publicly wise. Why even add any extra sauce on it? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of that? So it's like, for you to say who you are, you know, like for Jay Prince situation, for you to be that type of individual who you say you are, why it all has to be spread out on social media? And this is one reason why I feel like a lot of young G's out here don't respect a lot of these OGs for the fact that you want me to stand on what I stand on, but then what is your OG is showing you? What is that OG telling you? It's telling you, based on this situation that's going on now, it's telling you that it's cool to talk about open cases. It's cool to talk about, you know what I'm saying, things that happen that still haven't been solved yet. It's cool if somebody came to you in a private setting and asked you to help them with a certain situation. It's cool for you to come out here publicly and speak on it, And I'm talking about Jay Prince, what he said about Offset, about him getting beat up in Atlanta, and you know, he had to basically come and save Cardi B in LA, for her comments about the blood and all that. Now that's your OG. That's your triple OG out here, right? That's your triple OG out here that's speaking on that, right? So I'm kind of confused. For you to be a real street dude, I know you're not known for that, but just being a stand-up individual, I should say, because I don't want to put that street dude on you. I don't know you. I don't, I'm not trying to throw no smut on your name other than what's already out there. I'm just speaking on in general. I am speaking. Not everything need to be said, regardless if it's other people being, speaking on it. I mean, at least that's what was told to me from the small encounters I, experienced with some street, situations. Because like I said, I'm the corporate dude, man. I work for corporations. You know what I'm saying? And to my young G's, young gentlemen out there, really pay attention, man. Like my last, couple of last lives, I'm really trying to give y'all as much information that I can bring to you in a positive way to make you choose a different path. Because if you want to be these, be on that criminal side of the law, look at these individuals out here. I don't care if they celebrities, they so-called bosses, you know what I'm saying? Really look at these situations and ask yourself, is it really worth it? How gang are you? Do you feel it? And with the YSL situation, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? I seen a video with Young Thug. He just literally just had his head laying down on the table in court, man. And I guarantee you, he did not think that all these people was gonna be telling on him, man. Or at least saying they got information on him. Cause it looked like he finna sit down for a long time. And not too long ago, they just got through shooting videos. I'm talking about YSL, say Young Thug right now. With the whole Young Thug case. That's still an open case. He had his head all on the table, man, in court. How gang are you? Do you feel? How gang are you, man? Is it really worth it? Huh? You gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because these individuals is just showing you what not to do, at least in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You check in with some individuals and you feel like you're supposed to be protected, but somebody lose their life. Huh? You check in with individuals and you tell them you had a situation, they supposed to been taking care of it, then to come to find out, they gonna talk about it on social media. You know what I'm saying? You got some supposed to be a stand-up individual telling you basically for you to out somebody out that you feel may have something to do with, with takeoff death. You basically want them to out that person for what reason? You know what I'm saying? Now I know it's a lot of things I don't know. Probably won't know until either once the case get involved. Once the police actually release the information on the case, if it even go to trial, because we don't even nobody really know if the guy they have is going to be convicted. You know what I'm saying? He's on bond right now. You know what I'm saying, for the takeoff. You know what I'm saying, situation. But to my young G's, I can't even stress that enough to you, man. Look at these situations and ask yourself, how gang are you? Is it worth it to you to get involved in this type of activity, man? What they say, do rag activity? Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself, is it really worth it? And how gang are you? You know what I'm saying? How gang are you? Because if you really a stand up individual and you willing to, like I said, really stand on what you stand on, make sure. Because don't just celebrate it. Don't just try to celebrate it when it's just the good times. You know what I'm saying? Don't just try to celebrate when it's just the good times. Because you got to celebrate when you sitting on your hands in prison, man. When you looking at them 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You looking at 20, 30 years in prison for that gang activity, right? Ask yourself, was it worth it? But if you a stand-up individual, right? You stand on what you stand on, right? Do your time, man. What you telling for? And to the people who definitely don't want to be in that life, I suggest for you to go back and watch a lot of my videos, because all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. Do you feel? You know, I talk about going corporate and your reputation is everything. So that's what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's enough negativity out here where you know the math of that. Let's look at any of these situations. The takeoff situation. Huh? You know what I'm saying? The YSL situation. And like I said, rest in peace. The takeoff, man. Rest in peace. But I'm not speaking on that situation more than what's out there. But what I'm talking about is just in general. Look at these situations and ask yourself, how gang are you? If you gotta second guess yourself, that means that this is not the life for you. You better off getting you a job, going to school, learn a trade, something other than street activity. Because a lot of y'all, I know you can't stomach doing them 20, 30 years, man. Because you going to be just like Young Thug having your head on the table, man. Like, I can't believe these dudes really snitched on me. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's true or not, it's not looking promising for them, man. And all these dudes, saying that yes, ma'am. They're going to be out here living their best life while somebody else is going to do all that time. Do you feel me? You know? It's like I said before, everything is cool. When y'all out there sliding on the ops, everything is cool. When y'all at the club popping bottles, everything is cool. When y'all got the baddies, you feel me? Y'all traveling state to state, possibly internationally. But it comes at a cost, man. It comes with the cost, man. And that's either with your life or what you doing some major time. So ask yourself, how gang are you? Huh? How gang are you? Is it really worth it? You know? Because I can tell you, you working for a corporation, you stacking your money up, open up your own business, huh? Make investments into the stock market. There's a lot of books out there you can read. There's some websites you can go to, YouTube channels you can check out that'll help you, you know what I'm saying, in your journey of that. But there is no blueprint to the criminal activity that I know about. There's no manual where you can go and say, okay, being a street dude, okay, this is my itinerary. You know what I'm saying? This is my, what to do's and don't do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was a blueprint for criminal activity, huh? You know what I'm saying? There's a blueprint for success. You know what I'm saying? The legitimate way. But I don't know about no success. I can't tell you about too many successful in the criminal world. At least the ones that you hear about. Because I guess if they was that good, you shouldn't hear about them. That's the point. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't hear about them, man. It just don't make no sense, man. All these so-called street dudes, they all on the internet, man, telling you what they're gonna do to you on all these major platforms. You know what I'm saying? Some of these folks got million of subscribers, well, at least a million subscribers, man. And you talking that gang, you talking that street politics, right? You know, it was something I was thinking about too. With a lot of these rappers and entertainers, how they talk about how they real individuals out here. You know what I'm saying? They run they block. They do this, they do that. To my young G's out there, start looking at your favorite rapper, man. I mean, it's some real ones out there. Don't get me twisted. Just like in the streets, there are some real individuals out there. But overall, collectively, no. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few out of your whole crew that's really about that life. But, out of 20 of them, I guarantee you at least 12 of them gonna snitch. But with your favorite rapper, though, I was thinking about this, right? Think of your favorite gangster rapper as an actor, man. If you ever seen Training Day with Denzel Washington, he did all that gang with a badge on. I don't think nobody thought that after that movie was over, that Denzel Washington was going to continue being that character in real life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't expect him to continue that in real life after that, right? So start thinking of your favorite rapper the same way. You know what I'm saying? Start thinking of him as just pure entertainment, man. Yeah, it's a little bit of truth in it, right? It's a little bit of realness in it. But majority of it, it's just entertainment, man. They ain't living that life. You know what I'm saying? They talking about what somebody else did, what their bodyguard may have heard, or they partner from the hood and gave them some stories and they jotted down in their phone. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, they may have had a notepad, like Jay Z said. You scribbled in a notepad. You know what I'm saying? you know. So think of your favorite artist, especially your favorite, drill rapper, gangster rapper. You know what I'm saying? On Demon Time or whatever. Start thinking of your favorite rapper as just pure entertainment. You know how you watch those, I love watching action movies, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. But think of any of your favorite action movies where they shoot them up, bang, bang, chopper, chopper, everything. You feel me? Think of those. Think of rappers just like that. When you go watch a movie and they shooting up 1,000 folks, you feel me, throwing grenades, you know what I'm saying? Got a rocket launcher. Just think of your favorite rapper as you watching the movie, man. All that gang gang street talk, it ain't about that life, bro. Especially when you go on tour, you can see all the tour dates. So you mean to tell me you that gangster where you finna give everybody a location? Where you gonna be at? How many pounds you pushing? Yeah, okay. You know what I mean? So start thinking of your favorite gangster rapper, drill rapper, as just pure entertainment. There is a few real ones out there, but overall, it's just entertainment, man. These folks ain't really living that life, man. We need to stop upholding these artists. A lot of them, not all of them. Like I said, there's some real ones out there, but overall, in general, I am speaking. A lot of these individuals, man, these rappers, entertainers, they not about that life, man. They really not. You know what I'm saying? Once you sign a major contract, you go on tour. You know what I'm saying? The ones that was real, they mostly in jail. You know what I'm saying? They not about that life, man. So start thinking of your favorite rapper that be talking that gang gang talk, that street talk, that stick talk. It's just pure entertainment, man. So when you go watch that your favorite action movie where they shooting up everything, chopper chopper, you feel me? Chopper chopper everywhere, right? Start thinking them individuals just pure entertainment, man. You know what I mean? They ain't robbing nothing. They ain't sliding on nothing, man. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it though, but a lot of them didn't even, unfortunately, a lot of them passed away in the recent years. So that just tell you a lot of them ain't really on that gang gang time, man. So think of your favorite drill rapper, gangster rapper. It's just entertainment, man. That's all it is. It's pure entertainment, man. Ain't not sliding on shit. You know what I mean? It's a few real ones, but overall, they ain't about that life, man. Stop it. You know what I mean? You need more people. We don't believe you. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So think of that, man. When you hear that drill song you love, man, that you know what I'm saying, when they be on there, you feel me talking that gangster shit, right? Just think of them as pure entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? You really not about that life. You know what I'm saying? You just talking right now. So think of them individuals just like that. They ain't really about it. You not about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to say. Think of your favorite rapper when they used to get to talking that drill talk, that stick talk. Man, all it is just pure entertainment. So like when you go to the movie and watch your favorite, you know what I'm saying, shoot 'em up movie. Start thinking of your favorite rapper that way, man. There's some real individuals out there, but overall, they ain't about that action, man. Stop it. You need more people. Do you feel me? Really not about that life, man. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, unfortunately, a lot of these entertainers, especially rappers, been put in some real bad situations. And if they was really about that stick talk, we wouldn't have as many casualties as we have had in the recent years. I'm gonna say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So from now on, like I said, it's a couple of real ones out there, but overall, they just entertainment, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm watching Training Day, I don't think Denzel is shooting up everything. You know what I'm saying? He's not riding around with choppers in the trunk and just killing up stuff in real life. It's just entertainment, man. Just entertain me. No, I mean, leave that stick talk. Okay. Yeah, yeah, you talking that stick talk? Yeah, all right. That's just for the record, man. You really not about that action. For real, do you feel me? But yeah, that's what I really want to say about that. And like I said, there are some real ones out there. But overall, it's just entertainment, man. It's just entertainment. You know? So yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, this is not real, man. It can't be real. You know? But on a serious note though, I mean I just don't get it, man. How you consider yourself an OG, you know what I'm saying? You got all these resources, but yet you want to talk reckless to the youngsters, man. You feel me? And even if they are in the wrong, why does it have to be on social media, man? If you really that guy, because if I got a problem with you, that's me. I'm talking about myself personally. If I got an issue with you, I'm not gonna be all on the internet talking about that, man. Especially when on these all these platforms, I'm pretty sure all this stuff is being recorded. And in certain situations, I'm pretty sure they can bring it up in court, you know? So I just don't get it, man. Especially for me being an older gentleman, I don't get when I see other OGs out here moving the way they move, man. Just telling on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Just telling on everything. So, man, I get it, and that's one reason why I do what I do on this mic here, because I want folks to see that. For one, I ain't dusty, man. You feel me? Clean. Every time you see me on this mic, I'm always fresh, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm living comfortably. You know what I mean? I ain't rich, but I'm comfortable though. You know what I'm saying? I make a very large amount of money a year. Fair. Decent, more than the average. And that's not a knock on anybody. I'm just giving you an example and just letting you know a little bit more about me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're new to my channel. I am Sean B. Stoller. You know, but on my channel, I just try to give you something that's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Some type of motivation, because if you look to all these street dudes and all this street code bullness, it ain't gonna get you nowhere but dead or in jail, man. That's a true statement. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because you can look at the history and see what the math is when you talk about these real street dudes, how their life end up. But can you tell me what happens to those individuals who choose to do different things, huh? They choose to build themselves up so they can open up their own business legitimately, huh? When they decide to, you know what, I may have grew up in a certain area, you know what I'm saying, a low income area, a impoverished area, a gang infested area, but you chose to do something else with your life. You know what I'm saying? You chose to move a different way. You chose a different path. And look at your life now. You going corporate. Do you feel me? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Going corporate out here, man. Doing big things. And going corporate is not just working for corporations. No, it's a mindset. See, before you can achieve it, you must first have it in your mind that you can believe it. That's my opinion. That's what I feel. You got to believe in yourself first. Because once you believe in yourself, that's when after that you can start bringing in them other elements: dedication, focusedness, sacrifice, discipline. Huh? That's what it's about. Because when you have those ingredients with that hustle mentality, a go get it mentality, you will have success in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. That's what I stand on. You will have some type of success in your life where over time, if you move the right way, you can build and put yourself in position so you can help your family, your relatives, your loved ones, huh? You got kids. If you do, now you in position, you can do bigger things for them. Show them a different life, a different way of doing things. Because that old street mentality bullness is nothing out here, man. You know what I'm saying? That street mentality, man, it only gets you so far. You know what I'm saying? Unless you Tony Montana or something like that, or El Chapo, well, you got money coming in like that, but even El Chapo got caught. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of the biggest time dope dealers out there, right? And where is he at now? Do you feel me? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me started in this thing tonight, man. Y'all gonna make me turn up, huh? You know what I'm saying? So you wanna be a D-boy? You wanna be the new El Chapo, huh? Now I heard they just got a son, right? He had grenade launchers, he had, you know what I'm saying, aircraft guns, and they still got him, huh? Yeah, he may have killed a few people in the process, but they got him though. They got the daddy, they got him, and I'm pretty sure they got some other key folks, individuals that was associated with El Chapo. So, how, like I said before, how gang are you? Huh? You willing to give up your life for it? You willing to do 30, 40 years for it? See, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta ask yourself, you know? And if you get into that life, understand what that comes with before you sign up for it. You gotta understand that, you know? Because I was watching, you know, the video, or at least the audio with, you know, what Jay Prince was saying. You know what I'm saying? He said loyalty. So you're going to have to be loyal, huh? You with that mob ties, you're going to have to be loyal. Sit on your hands, do them 30, 40 years if that's what it takes, huh? But if you know you're not about that life, if you know that's deep down inside of you, you really can't stomach doing real time or possibly losing your life, you need to choose a different path, man. Because this ain't it. That ain't it for you, man. And obviously you wasn't built for that. So why even play those games? Why even get in that lane when you know you're not built for that? You know what I'm saying? See, this is where those situations where they say all money is not good money, this is that. If you know you're not him, you're not that guy to stand on what you stand on, good or bad, when it comes to getting into that life, right? Then why even entertain it? You know what I'm saying? Why even get involved? There's no need to, because that's not what you about. See, that's the real part. When you can admit you're not about that life. You know what I'm saying? When you're not about that life, and you can stand on what you stand on when you say it, that's real. That's real to me. That's gangster to me. When somebody can say, you know what, I'm not about that. I'd rather go to school or a trade or just go through life experiences building myself up than get out here and fake it like you really about that life when you know you ain't built for it. When you know you ain't got what it takes. You're not willing to make that sacrifice. You're not willing to do that time. Huh? So why get involved? You know what I'm saying? Because what I heard about prison, you know, If they slide something in your room, right in your cell, and you accept it, that means you in. So why even accept it? They slide it in you. They slide it in your cell. You better slide it back. That's a metaphor for you. Do you feel me? It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it at all. So why even get involved? You know what I'm saying? Why even get involved? You know? And from what I heard, not only that, you know, with Offset, what he was saying, I mean, it was making sense. If you got an issue, just call him. But no, we gotta take it to social media. You know what I'm saying? No, we gotta take it to the gram. You know what I'm saying? We gotta put it out there. But for what? You got an issue, call them in. You mob ties, right? Call them in. There's no need to do that. If you really that guy, there's no need to release that information on the internet. For what? You that guy. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I see it in my eyes. Maybe it's different. I'm not a street dude, so I don't know the politics and the codes, man. So I guess maybe this is a new wave. This is how it's supposed to go. You got an issue with somebody, you talking about criminal activity, you just take it to the net. Don't worry about the feds, man. Don't worry about the recording, man. Don't worry about that. That's not important. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's going on already, but it just look a little different when you see the so-called triple OGs doing it in the sense of you've been in this game all these years and now you want to discuss open case situations? Or was you always doing that? So just didn't have social media back then. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of folks got an issue with 6ix9ine, but it seemed like everybody on the internet are talking about open cases and pointing out people and saying that yes ma'am, yes ma'am. I don't get it, man. And that's one reason why I'm not involved in the streets like that. For what? It's not beneficial for me. Yeah, short term wise maybe. Long term wise, no. So why even get involved? You know what I'm saying? There's no need. None whatsoever. You know? So we're taking this one slow tonight. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get on here and really just chop it up. And to all my subscribers, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Anybody new, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it just, that, like you say, that money looking funny in the light, man. It's looking real funny in the light, man. You know? And I just don't get it, man. I don't get it whatsoever. You know? Let me see, who was this? Everybody was talking about that. Okay. Yeah, just checking. Had a quick message. But yeah. That's the other thing. It's like, to my young folks out there, just like I keep saying, pay attention to your surroundings and really pay attention to a lot of these old so-called OGs, man. Because I'm starting to feel like, folks are just giving out bad information, man. And not just with verbal, just in their actions as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like they giving out real bad information out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Real bad information. And just showing the ways that don't make sense. Especially if you really that thorough. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You really that real out here. What's the point? of adding more heat to you, especially to an open case where they still trying to gather information, and it seemed like y'all just giving them all the information. Do you feel me? So I don't get it, man. I don't get it whatsoever. And it's like when you look at that situation, right? And then it looked like the Migos, at least the last, the two that's left, Quavo and Offset, and they real family. You know what I'm saying? They not seeing eye to eye, and at least they haven't been for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because Offset, like I said, after that last album, the group album they did, what was it, Culture 3, they just been separated from each other. So you can see it's a lot of pain in there. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard from the Grammys, I don't know if it's true or not, where Quavo and Offset, look like they may have had a physical altercation. I'm not sure, but that's what's being said over the internet, allegedly. I don't know anything about it. Not sure, but that's what the rumor is. And if it does have any truth to it, then that just shows that me personally, I feel like they just still hurting, and maybe Offset definitely feel even more hurt for the fact that he wasn't even there. I don't know if they've been speaking behind the scenes prior to all this, and it just he's just in pure public with them, but if they haven't had really a lot of communication and we know what happened to Takeoff, I only could imagine what he's going through. Quavo too, because he was there. So man, so it's just a bad situation, and when you got family members involved, it's just all bad, man. So again, rest in peace, Takeoff. You know, it's a real bad situation. And see what else I want to talk about. Let's see. Yeah, you know, but that's pretty much all I had tonight. We touched on a lot of things. And I did want to mention also, let me know, some folks let me know if y'all watch my video. I put out a little small series called Miss Beautiful that goes from part one to part four. Leave me some comments on those videos if y'all like them. I tried something a little bit different with the Miss Beautiful series. And it just also remember this. Anybody new to my channel, when you go back and watch my videos, I'm always trying to give you some game, man, to the best of my ability. And a lot of everything I bring to you, for the most part, is based on my experiences. I'm not talking about what somebody else did. I would say a lot of it, is based on my actual life experiences. So I hope it's something in there that you could, appreciate, like, you know what I'm saying? And subscribe for, for the fact that I'm always dropping content pretty much almost every other day for the most part. I'm always dropping on my channel. So just know if you subscribe to me, I'm going to be active for you. So you can always get some type of material from me, whether it's a short video, long form, going live. I'm always going to give you some type of sauce on this mic. You know what I mean? So that's very important. I want to get that out there. And any new subscribers, I appreciate you. To my core subscribers who've been here for a while, thank you. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all because that give me energy to continue doing what I do. Because this actually is beneficial for me, and I hope it is for you. You know what I mean? Let me see anything else I want to touch on. And Oh, I did want to mention the LeBron James. I'm noticing he getting a lot of negative feedback on that. You know what I'm saying? People like mad for the fact that he calling himself the GOAT. I mean, sports is a competitive game, man, especially basketball. So for LeBron James, for what he accomplished, I feel like he's not wrong for calling himself the GOAT. But I will say that my personal opinion, I'm in my 40s. So my opinion is this: I wouldn't call him the GOAT, but he's definitely great, though. He's definitely up there. I would say for me personally, he in my top. I would have to put him in my top five for sure. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James is definitely in my top five. For me, Jordan is number one. He's the GOAT. And Jordan is number one. I will explain for the fact that you knew he was getting the ball and he was going to shoot and he was going to make it. In those critical games, you go back and watch those playoffs games and championship run, it wasn't no secret. I mean, he had John Paxson, you know what I'm saying, Steve Kerr, and a few other guys. Of course, Scottie Pippen, you know. But Jordan was that guy, you know what I'm saying? And no matter what, he was going to shoot that ball, I would say 95% of the time in those clutch situations. And it went in, you know? So for me, I would say Jordan is number one, but LeBron James is in the top five. The only knock I have on LeBron is the total opposite of what I just said about Jordan. He was the type I personally feel, those critical situations, he doesn't want to shoot the ball as much. He will if he really have to, but if he can pass it off, you know what I'm saying, to somebody else to hit that three, you know what I'm saying, get that layup. So I think that I don't know why LeBron James is getting so much hate on that. You know what I mean? I feel like he got a right to say he the GOAT. Now, I don't agree, but he does have the right to say he the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan, like I said, when Jordan, the reason why I personally feel Jordan is the GOAT is that you knew he was going to shoot it, and he made it 95% of the time. Go back and watch those championship games, the run that he had, and I guarantee you will see it. And with LeBron James, like I said, he was a total opposite. He'd be the type to pass it to the next person, get them the perfect three that they can shoot or the perfect layup they can make. You know what I'm saying? So I would say LeBron is definitely in the top five for sure. But the GOAT, nah, I can't give you that, bruh. Top five, yes. But GOAT, no. You have the story, and you are the number one scorer, right? Of all time? You can have that. But the rings do matter too, though. Do you feel me? But he definitely getting a lot of hate out there, which I really don't understand why. I mean, I understand the fact he switched teams, the Miami Heat. I give you that. But at the same time, can you be mad at that, though? You know what I mean? Because the Celtics, you know what I'm saying? They kind of did the same thing. I know they was older, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they still did it. So I don't understand why LeBron getting so much hate, man. I got guys at work, man. It's like they talking bad about LeBron James. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow, you gonna give him that much though? Like, man, some guys is like, man, he trash. I'm like, really? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't call him trash, bro. That's a stretch. You know what I mean? He's not trash, bro. That's just too much recklessness. Conversations, folks just talking reckless. I guess a lot of dudes just don't like him. I give you that, but to call a man trash, nah, bruh, that's cap. That's cap for sure. Yeah, come on now. That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got a lot of guys at work was talking about that, and it was like, I'll say out of 20 dudes, I was probably maybe three of us was like, nah, he ain't trash, bro. But the rest was like, ah, man, we don't like the, LeBron James. It's all a setup. They set him up and for him to do this, and you know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro. He still got to make them shots. He still had to make all them shots. So that was a setup too. Come on now. How's that a setup? That is not a setup, man. I mean, like I said, you ain't gotta like the man, but at least respect him in what he did, man. You know what I'm saying? I know Kareem. They said Kareem was hating for a long time, but you got to give him respect too for the fact that he the one who gave him the ball. You know, when he hit that shot, they did the timeout. Kareem went over and gave him the ball, gave him a hug, or at least shook his hand. I'll take that. I think they shook hands, if I'm not mistaken. So got to give him some respect for that because he was talking real greasy too. But hey, he came, showed up to the game, and congratulated him. See, that's grown man business right there. You feel me? And that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? On my channel, I'm big on standing on what you stand on, but you gotta understand what you standing up for too, man. You know what I mean? Because it's ridiculous, man. For real. You know? And yeah, so I just had to hit that. I had to have that conversation because I'm like, man, he called this dude trash though. How you gonna call LeBron James trash though? That don't make sense. You know? But yeah, that's all I had tonight. Really not too much, you know. But I definitely feel like the tide is changing, you know, because you have individuals like me out there. I'm not the only one. I watch a few podcasters and channels out there as well, where people are trying to definitely show a different way out here. Because I think that's what's missing, man. You know, what's missing, you know, in the community and just more. It need to be more positivity. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the black community, you know, in all communities in that way, but especially in the black community, it need to be more positivity, man. You know, like I said, the music is the music. I'm not really here to say censor music. That no, I love my rap music, but we need to have balance when it comes to this because a lot of the negativity, the negative rap or whatever, or just negative energy out there in general need to be combated with more positive energy out there, you know? And I feel like it's changing to that way, but it's just taking time. And you know, you got a lot of things against you that's trying to hold you back in the process too. So that's the other issue. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely need more positivity, less negativity, because you already see what the negative do. You know what I mean? You know what you see what the negative does. You know? So we need a lot more positivity. We need more stand up individuals out here that can push that positivity out here. You know what I'm saying? Pushing P. But I ain't talking about pills. I ain't talking about bricks. I ain't talking about packages. I'm talking about pushing positivity. Huh? That's the pushing P out here, man. Push that positivity. Because that's what's needed, man. That's what's really missing out here on a major scale. You know what I'm saying? We need way more positivity out here because what are you leaving the young folks out here? You know, the young folks that's up under you. What are we showing them? Because we already know the math of what that negative do. What is the math of more positive, more go get it mentality in a positive way? Huh? Pushing the hard line for you and yours in a positive way. Huh? That's what I talk about. That's what's missing. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that I don't like is that all we usually get is one side of the coin all the time. You know what I mean? It's like right now, a lot of the negativity get pushed so so far and so above the positivity. Is hard. It's getting the positive stuff is getting drowned out. It's hard to find it. But as soon as you get to talking that recklessness, you can find that with ease. But I feel like it's slowly changing, but we still got a lot more. There's still a whole lot more that got to change for it to really be a real change. You know what I'm saying? And I hope I'm part of that change as well. You know what I mean? You know? Let me see if I got anything else. I'm gonna shut this down in a little bit, but I'm just keeping it going for a little bit longer. See if there's anything else I want to touch on before I dip up out of here. Before I dip up out of here. You know? But yeah, I just had to come on this mic tonight and say something, you know? Because it's late night when I record this. So whenever you watch this, just know I recorded this late at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm a working man, so I work a lot of hours, but I still try and find ways to bring this content to you, And I'm gonna be going live pretty much almost every night, for the most part during the week, from Monday, let's say from Tuesday to Friday. I'm gonna try to drop a live every day. You know what I'm saying? And try to squeeze something in on the weekend as well. But at least four days a week, I'm gonna drop a video, drop a live, and I'm gonna start. I got a lot more videos in the tuck. My regular videos I usually put out, I have a few of them. I'm gonna start uploading them soon. But I just had to come and drop this live on y'all tonight. And I appreciate anyone that watched my channel for any length of time. And if you like what I'm kicking, please go back and watch a lot of my other videos and hit that subscribe button, like button. It's all good over here. You feel me? And just know, if you're looking for something a little bit different than what you used to, a lot more positive than what's out there, definitely sign up for the Sean B. Stoller channel. You know what I mean? Because all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. Huh? you know? But yeah, just a little something I want to tap in with y'all tonight. What I went for about an hour tonight. Okay. I might go for two tomorrow. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? So I put in about a good hour tonight. You feel me? All me. You know, I'm learning from the best out there. You know what I mean? See some really good podcasters and YouTubers out there. You feel me? So I'm trying to step my game up out here. You feel me? uh, you know. Now, but all seriousness though, I do want to leave you with this. When it comes to yourself, treat yourself like a business. You gotta treat yourself like a business. Understand your situation. Understand your position. Move accordingly. And always look to grind harder and step it up even more. It's a new year. It's a new you. It's up to you to make those changes if you feel like you're not in the right position where you need to be, where you want to be. And you got to get out here and get after it. Because nobody owe you nothing. But you have the ability to get everything you want. But you got to believe it first. You got to believe in yourself first. Because once you in position, now you're able to benefit others. Now you're able to support others. Now you're able to put others in their position so they can win. Huh? So yeah, at the beginning, you got to be selfish, but in a positive way. Huh? You got to be selfish in a positive way so you can get out here and get it. I am Sean B. Stola. Until next time, peace.